Vanrada Games just made some amazing announcements about Final Goal. Let's run through them together. Hiya folks, welcome back to Birds on Board, your home of board gaming excellence. My name's Pigeon, and that's right, we've got some awesome new board game announcements for you. AJ Porfirio, the president and founder of Vanrada Games, as well as Evan Derrick, the VP and creative director, they hosted about an hour-ish long live stream where they went through some major announcements for the Final Goal product line. I do suggest you watch that stream as it has a lot more details than I'm going to go into. I'm just going to try and quickly summarize what they announced. I'll put that link in the description below for you folks. They are both very passionate about Final Goal and it really shines through, and I found the stream very entertaining, so please go watch it. I started writing down my summary notes for the stream, planning on making this quick little ad hoc news bulletin, and then on Reddit I see someone has already made a much better one than me. So I'll be using that post as kind of a baseline, but I do want to give credit to the Reddit user Excrucia Cadaverous, which is a fantastic name, and I am jealous it's not mine. You'll also be able to find below a link to that Reddit post as well as the user who wrote it. But enough waffling, let's head into a quick summary of what was announced. So the announcements were broken up into three distinct sections. There was new product release model, there was new feature films, and as well as some extras at the end. So I think let's start in the same order they did, and let's go through the new product release model. So going forward, or at least in 2025, the year of fear, Vanrada Games will now release 4 feature films direct to retail, and these will each include their Epic Finale and Epic Dark Power cards. Great addition. Then next year, Vanrada Games will release the Kickstarter, the crowdfunding that we're so used to, and that will be for folks who want to get everything in one shot, as well as the 5th feature film. They are making plans so that if you decided to get the feature films throughout the year, you can just get your missing items as part of the crowdfund. So whatever floats your boat, you can get everything one shot, or you can get the feature films as they come out and then complete your collection next year with just the pieces you're missing from the Kickstarter. Miniature boxes will also be released in a per feature film basis. This is great. And not only for Series 4, but also for previous series as well. Great news, great news. And boxes for miniatures for the whole series will keep being released as well. Things like the gruesome deaths and lore books, those will still be released as part of a full series set, but lore for individual films might be released within the app. So if you haven't got that Final Goal companion app, maybe it's time you start looking into it. So the first feature film announced for Series 4 was Bad Times at Buddyland, and this is hopefully going to be released around Q2, possibly May, June. All goes well. The killer is Billy the Bear, and the location is Buddyland, which is an old abandoned 80s arcade. So the unique twist to this is that there'll be multiple animatronic mascots running around, functioning similar to Minions, and you might be getting hints of Five Nights at Freddy. Very cool. So the second film they announced is not actually part of Series 4, it is their second special feature, similar to North Pole Nightmare. It is Shriek. And you can see that their inspiration for the special feature was Scream. This special feature will be released at Gen Con 2025, and the killer is Mort, the teenage dirtbag. And the location is Mega BG Con. So just as Scream was very meta about itself being a horror movie and making many references to other horror movies, Shriek will be a celebration of Final Goal and board gaming conventions and board gaming as a whole. And what do you expect when you are at a convention? You're going to see some cosplayers. So the box will come with victim-sized minis of the previous Final Goal killers. And the quirk to this is that you won't know which costume Mort is wearing. It could be any one of the previous Final Goal killers, so you have to collect clues and do an investigation to figure out where Mort really is. Which costume is he wearing? The next few feature films are still busy being designed, so there isn't much art or detail about them released just yet, but the second Series 4 feature film is going to be called A Rotten Harvest. The killer is called Grimlash, and they are going to be based on the Pumpkinhead franchise. And the location is Shady Acres, a cornfield reminiscent of Children of the Corn. And Vanrada Games kept on coming with the announcements because the third feature film of Series 4 is going to be called The Green Terror. The killer's name is Volcar, and he will be based on Predator from the Predator franchise. And the location is Pasadena Verde, which will be jungle themed. Some mechanics that were hinted at were that Volcar, the Predator, can go invisible, and because of that there will be some hidden movement aspects in the game. I don't know how they're going to pull off hidden movement within a solo game, but I'm excited to see. And also your victims, just like the Predator movies, will be a whole bunch of army soldiers. So Your victims are more like allies that can help you battle and even be trained and upgraded throughout the fight. This does call into question as to whether you want to save them all, because if you save all the victim/ally/soldiers, you have no one else to help you out, which might not be the best move. We'll see. The last form they announced within the stream, which is the 4th form for Series 4, was a demon in the shadows. The killer was announced as Berith, the fallen angel, and Berith is a demon that's possessing a nun named Ursula. The location is called Les Armes Abbey, and it will be an old French church. To win, you have to go around the location collecting holy relics, and then use these holy relics to expel the demon, Berith, from Ursula. But it's not so simple, because you also have to make sure that Ursula survives the exorcism by using health tokens. That was the last feature film announcement that Van Ryder Games made, but I do suggest you watch the stream because they had playtesters as well as the game's designers come on and give a little bit of extra tidbits. Very interesting, go have a watch. At this point in the stream, AJ and Evan left and we were introduced to Dr. Fright and Mort, who handled the rest of the stream. And I actually prefer them. They were much more friendly and colloquial. Finally, let's move on to the extras segment of the announcements. They announced 2 new promo final goals. First up is Professor Meg, a board game streamer. Again, I'll put her channel down below. Great stuff, really love what she does. And she will have her own special item, her dog called Mifa. The second promo goal announced was Van Ryder Games' own Julie, and her special item is a cat, which I'm not sure how it works, but I'm excited to find out. Both Professor Meg and Julie came on the screen to both talk about how honored they are and how happy they were that they're getting included in the Final Goal franchise as characters, as promo cards, and a bit more details about how their character works. So go check that out if you're interested. Finally, Van Ryder Games gave us some insight in what you can expect at Gen Con 2025, and what they're going to be doing is making a haunted hallway. So I don't know what that means. It sounds terrifying, but one thing that will be there is a Hans piggy mask. So if you want to cosplay as Hans, go for it. I'm sure there'll be lots of costumes and lots of photo opportunities, and Julie and Professor Meg will be there, I think. And yes, you can buy the Hans mask to take home and hopefully dress up as Hans for Halloween. But that was it for the stream. It's always fantastic to see Van Ryder Games do these kinds of things. You can see this company absolutely drips with enthusiasm for their product. They love Final Goal and all their board games they put out. It's a great company with great folks, and I really do admire them. That's all for today. That was just a quick summary of what was announced today in some board gaming news. I've been Pigeon. This has been Birds on Board. If you like these kind of updates, let me know. Maybe I can do it a bit more frequently, a bit more ad hoc, and have an awesome week, folks. Cheers.